Alright, I have a waste block here. I'm going to put a couple reference lines on it so we can kind of center this little honeycomb blank. So I'm going to use double-sided tape, get this mounted on there, and then we can get it trued up a little bit, or just kind of faced up and then turned around. So most common question here at Niles is what size whiskey stoppers fit what bottle, and the answer is I don't know all of them. Every whiskey bottle is a little bit different. It isn't standardized like wine bottles, so it's a little difficult to learn. So doing this video is what we're gonna do here is make whiskey stoppers that will, or whiskey tops that will fit any of the whiskey stoppers. So, and that way you can swap back and forth, depending on what bottle they have. We do have a list up on the website. I will put a link down below in the description on the bottles that we know of. But if you know of any other ones, please let us know. We will add it to that list. So I'm going to just get this turned into a little disc. We're going to inlay this into the top of a little walnut stopper. So you see that right there? Robin is a trooper. I caught the corner of it when it's not true out there, and little shards went everywhere and sprayed the both of us. She came right back, kept filming, and we got it done. But yeah, it was just little shards of resin everywhere. So I'm making this disc 1.25 inches, and that way I'm going to make a little, and this is going to be inlaid into the top of a stopper, but that way we can make the actual stopper, or the top to the stopper, 1.25 inches. So it will fit anything from the 630 right down to the 4000, and that way you can swap them back and forth. So I just used double-sided tape on it. Help support the companies that support our community. So this is a walnut blank. So Robin is out of the shop again. Apparently I'm using a bunch of walnut recently. She doesn't do well around the walnut dust, so she left the shop turning this. So this right here also is the key to getting the inserts to fit right. If your lathe, the headstock and tailstock aren't lined up perfectly, it will drill a bigger hole. So I start with a Forstner bit, just get that faced up so it's a nice good seal. I have a Sharpie mark on the drill bit, drill down into it. So just make sure if your lathe isn't lined up right, do it on the drill press. It's just easier, and you'll get a actual 7/16 hole. So I did about 7 of these just today. And so I just went ahead and used the glue boost. It's actually held on every single one of them. So I might switch over and start doing it this way. It's a lot easier than mixing up the 5-minute epoxy. And so far it seems to work well. Just use tailstock, put it in. If any of the glue leaks out, just hit it with the activator real quick there. And that way it's not around the lip when you screw it onto the mandrel. So by doing the stoppers this way, it really, that way you can swap back and forth between the sizes, because whiskey stoppers aren't just one size. They're not like a wine stopper. They're different diameters to accommodate for the different size bottles. You can't just have a couple extra O-rings on it and it is for whiskey bottles, because that's not the way it works. So making stoppers like this, where they'll all big enough to fit the 630, which is at 1/16 inch. So you make them this size, then you can drop down if you have to, depending on the size of the bottle. So I'll show some pictures here at the end too. I made a bunch of these, bunch of different kinds of styles. I did different inlay things, even put one on the laser and lasered it. But this is just a nice way to give people some choices, And if they come over and they like that stopper, but they don't need the 4000 stopper, they need the 630, you can just unscrew it, screw on the 630, and you're good to go. So that drill bit goes in there about 1 inch, and then I used the disc and measured out a little bit more because I'm going to inlay that down inside of it. So I'm just taking off the excess material here that I don't need, and then we'll use the calipers, figure out what diameter it is, get that marked on the piece here, and we will get that recess made for that. So this is, like when you're doing shows and stuff too, it's, a lot of times people come up, they don't know what size the bottle is. Give them your card. You can always tell them that they can, come back the next weekend or give you a call. They can swap it out for a different size if they need to. And that way they have more confidence in buying. So I run through the whole process here, but Robin's not out here. So turn the lathe on and off several times to get this to fit just perfectly. So this is the honeycomb blank that we have. So they come in like stopper blanks, but you can slice them up into little discs like this and make inlay pieces with them as well. So you could get, 5 or 6 of them out of one stopper blank, depending on the thickness. So I'm just taking my time. What I do too is take out a little bit more material in the center of the recess down in there. So it's not hitting that. It's going to sit nice and flat when it is in there. And then just slowly come out and keep working on it until you get a nice clean fit. And you could do, just about anything. I mean, you can make them a little bit thicker and dome them up if you wanted to. When we get closer here, so there is double-sided tape on the back of it. So we made one of these, I don't know, a year or so ago, and I just used CA glue and glued it in, and it doesn't really, it kind of like washed it out, I guess, a better term, I don't know, better term for it. But so what we were trying to figure out was how to make the honeycomb actually pop. So with that double-sided tape on there, it kind of, Robin said maybe we could put some paper behind it, and then once we started turning it and put the double-sided tape on it, it was already there. So it worked out perfect. So when I get all done here, I'm going to put a clean piece of double-sided tape on it, and that really makes it stand out. And it doesn't, when you're looking down in it, you don't see the walnut behind it. It's just that white of the tape. So it makes it pop a little more. So it's bringing down the outside diameter with the spindle gouge, lathe speed's running at 3000. And just kind of cleaning everything up. Just make sure you don't bring down the diameter on the backside below that 1.25 inches, so that all the stoppers will fit on it. So we'll take this off, get a clean piece. I cut around it with a razor knife there, or X-Acto knife. I'll put a little bit of the CA in there, and then we will just stick it right inside of it with that tape still on it. And it really does. It helps get it to pop. There we go. And then we can just go ahead and finish turning it. Just get it cleaned up. It was really close, so I only had to take a couple light little passes and then run through all of the grits. So we do have the whiskey sample kit on sale this week. The newsletter came out a couple days ago, and it was in that, but I wanted to let everybody know. So it comes with one of all of the whiskey sizes and the adapters that go with it. So if you're thinking about getting into doing whiskey stoppers, it's a great way to, get into it, and that way you'll have one of each size. And like I said before, check out that whiskey size summary down below in the description. That way you might know somebody that uses one of those bottles, and you'll know exactly which stopper they need. So just running through all the grits, and then we will put a finish on this. So I wiped off all the dust, and I was just using the leather pad to clean up the wood a little bit and just kind of varnish it. But I went ahead and did it on the resin too, and it actually really worked. I did a really nice job on it. So I might try doing that from now on. So what we're going to do is put a little bit of walnut oil on it, get it all kind of soaked down. And we'll have a link down below in the description for the walnut oil as well. So just put a coat on, let it all soak in, and then we'll turn up the lathe speed a little bit and kind of dry that before we move on to the Pins Plus. So the Pins Plus is a friction polish. So you just put a little bit on a paper towel, wipe it on with the lathe off, and then turn the lathe speed up to about 1700 or so and polish it up. And it works really well. It gives it a nice, semi-gloss shine, I guess. And you can put as many coats as you want on to get a more glossy shine to it. I normally put on 3 or 4 coats. And I put it right over the resin too. There we go. It's all done. So it's out of walnut, and the honeycomb blank, it's about 1.25 inches tall, about 1.5 inches in diameter at the very top. So I made a bunch of these. I'll show some pictures of them. So these are out of African blackwood. I did a couple little inlays in those ones. I did a bigger one with the honeycomb blank. That one there's about 2 inches in diameter. There's rosewood, same thing with that. And then I went over to the laser and lasered that on the bottom of that, or on the top of that one. So the only thing with doing it this way, you can swap them so back and forth, which makes it much easier, especially for whiskey bottles. Wine stoppers are pretty standard. Any of our wine stoppers fit pretty much any wine bottle, but the whiskey are totally different. So the 630 is 1/16 inch at that top O-ring. And then they go all the way down. And even some of the wine stoppers will fit whiskey bottles. Actually a lot of the small whiskey bottles, you can use the SS 9000 on those. But we do have a whiskey sample kit. We have the 4000, 610, 620, and 630. And they all go up in diameter. So, because, they get up in big decanters. The 630 will fit a lot of the decanters. It's a pretty big diameter on that one. But what's nice is, somebody comes in, they don't know which one they need. You can maybe look it up on the sheet that I mentioned earlier. It'll be down below in the description, and you can just swap it out easily as long as you have that bottom diameter there, about 1.25 inches. You can put any of the stopper on it, any of the stoppers, or all the way up to the 630, and it will still be able to fit. But you can decorate these any way you want. I really like doing the laser engraving on the top of it. You could kind of customize them to a certain type of whiskey. It's just really nice. And like I was saying before, give them your card, give them your number, so they can swap it out if it doesn't fit. So I think it's a nice way to do, especially the whiskey. A lot of people already are, able to. You can swap out wine stoppers because the collar on those is the same on all of them. So if you turn a wine stopper, you can just unscrew it and unscrew on a different style if they like that. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And we do have the whiskey sample kits on sale right now. We sent out the newsletter a couple days ago. I'll put a link down below in the description to that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Everybody take care and have a great weekend.